beautiful friends. I hope you all are doing well today. So I just wanted to come on here and just chit chat with you guys some because I am just feeling up in the mood for filming, and I'm actually physically doing pretty good. Not as tired, not as nauseous, just feeling more like me. So I'm back to shirt and jeans at the moment. The jeans are maybe a little bit on the tight side right now, but they're still loose enough that they don't bother me very much. I had a period during like the nausea phase, the extreme nausea that I call, which is 24/7 nausea, where I couldn't even wear pants at all. I was literally living in dresses the entire time because I literally could not wear anything else. So we're back in the attire that I genuinely feel more comfortable in. Don't get me wrong, I have a lot of dresses and I love them, and I'm going to be wearing them a lot more because dresses are so easy to take on and off and like do things in, and I've been enjoying dresses more lately. But you guys can tell there's kind of a little bit of a situation happening in my bed right now, because I have been trying to figure out like things. This entire pregnancy thing has kind of thrown me a little bit off because I have kind of felt like I need to change who I am just because of pregnancy and just because of that. And I've been trying really hard to kind of get back into a space where I don't necessarily feel like I have to change myself to like be different, because I know that that's not really the point. So I've been attempting to like regain, kind of refind myself again, and allow myself to like stuffed animals, to like fidgets, to do all of the things that I was doing previous to pregnancy. I did a lot of like talking to different people and allowing myself to kind of not really feel bad for liking the things that I like. And so I've just been slowly reintroducing myself to my stuffed animals, to my things, allowing myself that comfort, to have comfort items like my teddy bears, my penguin here, Apollo, and all of the things. I even have my little weighted kitty here that we got from the mall and stuff, and she's been comforting me a lot and everything, and just giving myself permission to re-enjoy the stuff that I loved previous to pregnancy, and not like putting myself down for it, because let's be honest, there's nothing wrong with being a child at heart and liking, toys, especially if you're autistic and you have comfort items. And I keep telling myself that that in order to model, confidence and to get to a point where our kid can kind of be okay being themselves, I first have to be okay with it. And so I've kind of like been trying to get back to that place. I've been using this as my purse lately because Frozen. I put some stuff in here now because I'm going to use this purse at home now for a little bit, because I put stuff in my Pokemon backpack because that's what I'm going to be taking out with me tomorrow when I go out. But yeah, as far as pregnancy goes, not much of a change in terms of how I look physically. I mean, I can tell a difference, but I don't know if it shows on camera very much. But we've got my dog section over there. We've got my Knuffle bunny here and some of my books. I've got more books down in there, under here, right here. We've got my fidgets and things over there in that basket, and stuff. So I've kind of been going through and trying to allow myself to just be who I am, instead of making myself feel bad because, I don't know, I was beating myself up, kind of feeling like I had to change who I am for the pregnancy. And let's be honest, I will always be neurodivergent, whether I have a child, whether I had kids or not. Obviously, we're going to have a baby, hopefully. But all of these changes have just been kind of overwhelming for me a little bit. And that's why I didn't vlog for a while. I'd hoped that I would be able to get my reaction on camera of when I found out I was pregnant. But I literally was not expecting to be pregnant. So that didn't happen. I'm sorry about that. But yeah, I have just all of my, like, dinosaurs, my things that I've been using as comfort items tonight while watching TV, and stuff. And I even, like, was talking to my husband today about, like, my feelings related to everything, related to, like, having gotten it into my head that I had to change because of pregnancy, that I had to get rid of comfort items, that I had to kind of stop being me in a sense, because obviously having a child means certain things have to change a little bit. But let's be real, I am neurodivergent. I think I will always be neurodivergent, regardless of kids, regardless of whether I have kids or not. Neurodivergence is just, it's a part of me. It's a part of who I am. So I have kind of tried to, like, get to a place where I can be comfortable within my own shoes again, a little bit, in my own skin, and not feel bad for my likes and for who I am, and not beating myself up because I like the stuff that I like. Because let's be honest, it's really easy to beat yourself up and to feel like you're not good enough, and to, like, judge yourself for who you are. And I don't want that to be the message that I send to our child. I want them to be comfortable in themselves. I want them to be able to be who they are and not judge themselves or feel like they aren't good enough because they don't fit in with society standards. Because let's face it, our baby is probably going to be on the spectrum, and they're probably going to be ADHD, because between my husband and I, we're both ADHD and on the spectrum. So, I'm officially diagnosed. He has been told by professionals, but we've not gone through the official diagnosis process with him, but we're pretty convinced, like 90% certain that he is on the spectrum, together with other people. So it's just one of those things. And so I've just been spending a lot of my time working through my own guilt, my own feelings, trying not to let everything overwhelm me, trying to get back to a place where I can just be me and not feel bad about it. Which is hard. It really is. We actually started doing something different. If you guys haven't noticed, there is a litter box in here now. So we have been starting to bring each cat. I've been attempting to bring each cat down here with me for a little bit every day. Because the plan is, at least for right now, the plan is to have the baby down here. And so I've been wanting to spend more individual time with each cat. Like Tiger, as you guys saw in yesterday's video, he was down here with me and I was loving on him. And, I'm going to start bringing each cat down here, at least for a little bit throughout the day. Or spending time, if I don't bring them down here necessarily, like spending time with them up in their spaces. So I will attempt to do that. We've also been talking a lot about the idea of fostering, or like, you know, fostering cats and stuff in the future. Right now, obviously, the focus has been on the child, on the pregnancy. We haven't really considered, we were considering fostering before I found out I was pregnant, and then I found out I was pregnant, and the focus has been on the pregnancy, obviously, and making sure that everything goes well there. So I haven't really done a lot of stuff in terms of just everyday life. It's really been, I go out for a little bit, walk around, try to get some exercise, do the minimum stuff that needs to be done every day to basically keep everything going, and just resting a lot. That's kind of been really what I've been doing a lot of. There hasn't been much else going on. So I also have this teddy bear. He is my travel buddy. As you can see, he has a backpack, and his little backpack has a little teddy plushie on it. So he has his own little plushie. And inside of here, I have 2 of my favorite books by Sarah Boynton. And I also have a figurine, my Iron Man figurine, because I have always loved Iron Man. And so I have that. And he kind of has been pretty much going everywhere with me lately. And so I've just kind of been figuring all of this out. We are planning to, I think we are planning to visit my mother-in-law again and stuff soon. And then we're going to also probably visit my mom at some point this summer. We just have to figure out when. We have to figure out travel and whether or not I have to first get my doctor's okay to be able to travel, because of things. So, that's kind of what we've been doing. Not really much else has been going on. I have just been taking care of myself, really, and trying to get back to a stable place mentally and physically with everything, and just not being so hard on myself, because I think with this pregnancy, I've struggled to feel like I'm not enough. I've struggled to, like, with being anxious, like, anytime I get stressed out, anytime I get upset, anytime, like, having these thoughts of, am I doing something wrong? Having these, like, I've just been struggling. Not every day. It's not an everyday thing. It's not, like, chronic, but it's just, there's times where I get really worried about whether I'm doing enough, whether I'm taking care of myself good enough, well enough, however you want to say it. And so I've been taking it one day at a time and 1 minute at a time, and just telling myself that we are doing the best that we can, and that's what matters. So that's kind of where we're at right now. But anyway, I have some new videos that I downloaded on my iPad. I downloaded a Looney Tunes compilation with a bunch of Looney Tunes, like hours of Looney Tunes and stuff, because I've been trying to reconnect with my inner child again and reassure my inner child that we can still be ourselves and that it's okay. So that's kind of the update. That's kind of where we're at. And anyway, I love you guys. Thank you guys for being patient with me as I have tried to get back into a more regular schedule with you guys. I am wanting to get back as much as I can, obviously, into the filling videos for you guys, even if it's just these check-ins, chat with me's, little things like that, what's in my bag videos. I'm not sure. I want to try to find a setup at some point, maybe for vlogging, but that's not on my priority list right now. Obviously, I will keep you guys updated with how the pregnancy is going and all of that stuff, and whatever else. Maybe I'll do, like, little things. And obviously, if I don't post videos, I will try to post on the posts section. That's where I'll post pictures, like when we do ultrasounds or when there's anything like that, I will post those on there. Obviously, after I've shared them with family and people in my everyday life, which some of you are part of my everyday life. But yeah, I will definitely attempt to post that stuff. But other than that, like, again, finding myself, figuring out my life, figuring out this room, because this is probably going to be the room that's going to be the baby room. The baby's probably going to be in here with me, but as you guys can see, there's not a whole ton of space. And I don't really, like, want to put the baby next to a door. That doesn't seem right to me, or next to, like, this windows or anything. I don't really want to do that. So I'm trying to figure out where the best placement is for the baby. I'm thinking maybe over here, like if we get a little, like, one of those bassinets or like things like that, I can move this chair over or something and put the baby there for now. I'm still thinking this through. I've still got quite a bit of time left before the baby is supposed to be born. So fingers crossed, we will figure it out. We will go through and all of the things, and it will all be okay. It's just taking time. So anyway, I love you guys. As always, you know what we say at the end of this videos. As always, remember, if you're going through it, you'll get through it, and remember who you are. And I will talk to you guys in my next video. Love you guys. Bye.